Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we are effectively going to be doing development for Paultons Park, located in the UK, really close to Southampton. Now in fairness, I'm going to go a little bit overboard, probably going to talk about 4 or 5 new rides that could be going to the park, all roller coasters. Obviously take this video with a pinch of salt, this is just an opinion, it's completely subjective. But anyway, let's get into it. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and opinions, comments and likes all down below in the description. And right, let's get to it. So let's make it really clear that Paultons Park is a park primarily focused towards a family market, a family demographic. Obviously, you have Peppa Pig's World. The roller coasters they have, all 4 of them, major ones. Effectively, they have a spinning coaster, like a Vekoma boomerang of the children's variety. Suspended coaster again for children, and effectively a wild mouse for children or families. So there's nothing particularly extreme. There's nothing particularly adrenaline rushing at the park. And I will be honest, I can see this park doing it where effectively they're going to do steps. So they were effectively at step 1, which is like family ride, and then we're going to move over to step 2. Which is effectively something along the lines of a wooden roller coaster, which is what I think they'll get next. And the good news about this is it will probably be about 100 foot, very similar in terms of length and size to something like Mystic Timbers over in Kings Island. That sort of ride, which effectively is a really good stepping ride. Effectively, it's still thrilling and exciting, but it's still available and good for families and young kids as well. It pretty much covers all bases. Something which is 100 foot, probably has about 45, 50 miles an hour, quite a few airtime hills, maybe an out and back layout, very simple, very easy to do, probably quite nice, easy to theme, and it will be a really nice ride to do it because it gives them a really good base. It gives them something that they can go and step it up again. And I do appreciate that this is Paultons Park at the moment, and this is going to potentially seem very unlikely, but I actually will be honest, I could get them see them getting a custom RMC Raptor, and I do appreciate that might seem madness, but as I said, it's like the step up from the wooden roller coaster. This gives them something which is very marketable, very different, very interesting. It gives them a first in the UK, and it doesn't necessarily need to be super intense, have loads of insane moments or anything like that. It just needs to be a very well-rounded ride with good airtime, couple of inversions. Quite a long ride. They have lots of space around the park, and especially near where Cobra is. So I can see it kind of going in that sort of area. And it would just be something where the park could be like, look, this is our signature roller coaster. Here's our marquee event. Here's our ride for adults and stuff like that. And they can go from there. It doesn't have the world's greatest throughput. I'm not sure it needs to be. I can kind of see this ride maybe bringing in people from the area around Southampton and the local counties around that. But I don't think it will be I don't think it will be a game changer for the park, but it will be a really solid ride. And what it also does is it gives them a really good and nice mixed top 2 of effectively you have a really good wooden roller coaster and you have a really good steel marquee coaster. And from there, it also means they can go back up or down in terms of the roller coaster design and intensity as they wish. It gives them a really nice, layers, if you like. So they have effectively a really good marquee top coaster, really good intermediate family coaster, and then family coasters down further, and then kids rides. I will be honest, I actually think they'll probably go for something like a mine train after that, something obviously Thunder Mountain or stuff like that, absolute classic. Something which is very easy to do, nice and long, couple of lift hills, really well themed, lots of interactive moments with water and stuff like that. Just gives a really good ride, because the park doesn't have anything quite like it, and I'm a huge fan of mine trains, by the way, so I actually think it would work really nicely with the park. And after that, the last ride I can actually see them building, and again it's going to be that sort of intermediate in-between ride where it's a really good ride, it builds the park up, it opens them up for future investment, stuff like that. Would be something like a Mack Mega Light. So effectively something which is once again 100 feet, doesn't invert, has quite a lot of really good airtime moments, takes up quite a small footprint, would really work really nicely I think at the park. I think it would, you could just kind of see this skyline kind of producing, where you effectively have this RMC on one side, this wooden roller coaster in the back, effectively family mine train maybe over in like one corner, and then over on the other side you have this like Mac multi like megalite, and it's just, I think you then have an extremely well-rounded ride lineup where you're pretty much ticking every box. And as a bonus one, and probably the one I'm least likely with, but why not throw it in there as a bit of fun, but something like maybe like a Mac like launch splash sort of model. I actually reckon that would be really fun and different, and again, super marketable. There's nothing like that in the UK, and I think that's what the park needs to do. They need to effectively move away from the family market and into a kind of broader, all-encompassing sort of like setup where effectively they have rides for adults, they have family rides, they have Peppa Pig for the young kids. Effectively a park which you can see people going to year in, year out, always improving, always investing, can go in every direction they see fit. Like if they open a new kids area, that's fine. If they open a new high-end roller coaster, that's also fine. And I could just see it becoming a very well-rounded park. It's actually what I thought when I first went to this park, like 15 years ago, that this park will take time, but it could actually be a really good theme park. Like it has potential to be this really fantastic place to go. And hopefully it's the way they go. I mean, obviously I can see very little of this happening, but you never know. What's the point of not like dreaming about stuff? So anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, leave your own thoughts and opinions in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.